Yuri's intersecting will. He is yet again another skip. I did enjoy using him a lot back in the day, but I think his time to shine is long past. And even then, when it was supposed to be his time to shine, RNA kind of just stole his thunder back in those days, but I still enjoyed him. Quite a bit of TCC challenges were done with Yuri back in the day. But I'm gonna just run this team again because it's perfectly adequate. This team is the perfect size for this stage. Not too big, not too small, just perfectly satisfactory. There's a few things to watch out for, but nothing too threatening. First of all, this orb is contingent on dealing holy damage. That's their poor attempt to sell Yuri, and it's not gonna work. Sorry. But you have to do 200k in holy damage. I just threw up an Ash Call, and it was more than enough. Putting Ico on the team, I'm sure, would take care of that also. Another thing to look out for is the ads. This thing likes to bring up two ads, two little skeletons, and you have to kill them in order to do any damage to this guy again. He does it at the standard thresholds, you know, your 79, 49, 29. And while those ads are alive, his turn is framed so you can't delay him. But the second they're dead, the turn becomes unframed. That's basically it. There really isn't much else to look out for here. In fact, I only brought Keiss because I am a helpless launch addict. I cannot help myself. Realistically, if you were to bring someone like, say, Vivi or Strago or anyone who just deals a ton of AoE damage, those ads will just melt. You won't even have to look at them. It'll definitely make things go by a lot quicker than I did here. And there really isn't much else to say about this fight. Really, if you just set up and watch their turns, you'll be okay. Yeah, see? Zeros. So we're not going to focus him anymore. We're going to focus that one on the left, get him dead, and then we can bring big guy down to 50. Rinse and repeat. That's basically the whole thing. So I don't even want to talk about this anymore because there's not much more to say. I want to slightly discuss the 300k purchase gem cap fiasco that's going on. I should have brought this up in the last video, but I was too distracted by how crappy my device was running the game and by how crappy Guy is as a character. So forgive me for not bringing this up. Honestly though, I don't even really know what more I can say that hasn't been said already. Plenty of other content creators have taken deep dives into this and explained their thoughts, and all of them are correct. Because I haven't seen anyone with a large voice saying that this is a good idea. Everyone seems to be on the same page that this is a terrible idea. Absolutely terrible idea. And what they're thinking, I don't know. It honestly doesn't matter what they're thinking. It doesn't matter what their intentions even are. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. And this is, no matter how well-intentioned this might be, if it even is, who cares? It's a bad idea regardless. It's a slap in the face to the people who have supported this game more than anyone financially. It's a barrier to those people. I don't even want to use the word whale because I don't think that's entirely accurate. For some people it is, but for others, they just save and they spend responsibly, and that's about it. And if you've been doing that for a long time, it's very possible to rack up the amount of gems that cross over this threshold. And what I'm hearing from people in that position seems to be pretty unanimous. It seems to be, all right, well, I guess I'm done spending money on this game. I guess I'm free to play now. Which is very bad if you think about it. I don't know how this game is going to keep going if the people who are supporting it financially the most decide to just not do that anymore. So anyone out there who has responded to this fiasco with, well, I'm free to play so it doesn't affect me, think about that for 10 fucking seconds and realize how awful of a take that is. I understand it's been 30 seconds since you've told the world that you're free to play by the way, but try to just resist that urge for a little bit and consider what this decision on the part of Square has the potential to do to the game as a whole. It's not just about you and your account. Please, look outside yourself for a second and look at the bigger picture. Honestly, I can't get over how selfish and short-sighted that response even is. To go, well, it doesn't affect me because I don't have the whatever. It's not like I'm gonna have that many gems. Okay, great. Nobody fucking asked you if you're free to play or how many gems you have. That's not the point. That's never the point of this. The point is, you have people out there who are more than willing and have actively for years supported this game financially, which is the only way it's even going to stay afloat. They're not going to have the game up if they're not making money. They need to make money. So you should be thanking these people for supporting this game for as long as they have. And a lot of them have been helping you. A lot of these people are content creators who have a big roster, who have invested in the game, who spend their free time and don't even get money from doing this. They spend their free time doing things like making infographics, making videos, making character guides, making walkthroughs. A lot of the people do stuff like that to help people like yourself who get stuck on stages and need guidance. So after they've helped you for as long as they have, when they finally voice a concern, when they finally have a problem and say, hey, this is bad for me, your response is, well, I'm free to play. Maybe you should stop hoarding. Fuck you. I cannot stress enough, just because you may never have 300,000 in paid gems does not mean that this decision on the part of Square doesn't affect you, because it absolutely does, whether you realize it or not. Hell, my paid gems right now is under 25k. It's not even that much. And even I can see the problem here, okay? It's not just about me and you. There's a whole community out there. This shouldn't be that hard to figure out. There's a really good chance I just shouted all of that into the void because I'm super late when it comes to talking about this, but whatever, I feel like I had to say something. That killed a lot of time though. That was... Oh! He took a turn? I forgot he took a turn. Garnet has been cursed. It's not going to have any effect at all. It really won't. It's going to be fine. But I am ashamed of myself that he was able to take a turn. I feel like I should delete this and just start over. Like, what a disgrace. Nah, I'm just kidding. I ain't doing all that. We're already well into the fight. No, that would be so foolish. I ain't doing all that. One thing I do want to bring up, though, I did mention in my most recent community post that I'm looking for music. I no longer have a stored library dedicated to Dissopia videos as far as music is concerned. Because you know me, I'm always going to mix up the music. But I have a clean slate, which I'm seeing as an opportunity to hear from you guys, if you guys care enough. What songs do you want to hear? And I should have been more specific in the community post, because one person actually dropped me a link, which is what I was going for. I wanted the links so that I could convert them myself. Because if you're just typing out names of songs, that just means I have to go through a whole list of comments and search up all these songs myself, which is going to take a ridiculous amount of time to do, which I'm not going to do. That's going to take way too long. So if you want to hear something, drop me a link. Just give me a YouTube link of a song you want to hear, and if I like it and find a place for it, you will hear it in one of these videos one of these days. So you can either drop the link in the comments here or find the community post and do it there. If you're inclined, if you're interested, if you care enough, because I'd like to hear from you. I'm always down for new music, so drop me some links. And no, it doesn't have to be Final Fantasy music. I rarely even use Final Fantasy music. It can be whatever you want, and if I like it, and it'll go in a video. But alright, who'd you guys run? Thanks for watching.